to be.
Where you wanna be is right here on DLX Radio, baby. The Kick Rock Show. Your boy Ruse. That's right there. Time's My Enemy by Tehran and Blacked Out, 12-Step Records. You can check them cats out, man. They got music by the Halos. You know what I mean? So it's out there. Check them out. www.12steprecords.com. Again, my man Blacked Out, Tehran. My man Bless is also on that label as well. But anyways, back to DLX Radio. One thing I gotta let you guys know, we do have all kinds of free mixtapes from all kinds of hot people. I mean, every day from your local cat to the big boys, you know what I mean? Lil Wayne, Jay-Z, all them cats. So definitely log on and download those free mixtapes. Also got young Rizzo, who's got an interview coming up right here with me. His album's on there as well for a download. So is Young Murph. So I mean, you know what I mean? We're out there doing it, putting it out to you. So make sure you grab them and definitely request those songs and win that money. So anyways, I mentioned my man Young Rizzo. You know what I mean? He was fortunate. I was fortunate enough, man, to have him give me a call and sit down and chat with me for about 15-20 minutes. And I'm going to play a little bit part of that interview for you. He's out there, man. He's from the Bay. He's out there on the entire West Coast, up and down California, going out to Hawaii. I mean, he's really doing it. He's really taking that Pacific Rim and running with it. And, you know what I mean? He's out there doing his music. I've known him since he was a young cat running around with big-ass fat gold chains around his neck. So, and I told him about that in the interview, too. It was funny. It was real funny, man. So I'm gonna stop yapping, and I'm gonna let Young Rizzo take over and tell you a little bit about him. And you guys can take a listen to this interview and check out more music, man, right here at DLX Radio, Kick Rock Show. How we do it, baby, every time. How you been, man?
Man, I'm good, man. Just, out here on the grind with the music thing, you know what I mean? How are you?
I'm doing good, man. You know, same thing. Just trying to make it happen. Yeah, man, I remember you when you were hella young, bro.
Like, I know. I remember you talking about my brother, man, for JB.
Yeah. What's funny is I'm not even surprised, like, you know, hearing what you're trying to do and everything, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like, it's like, I was like, oh, okay, like, I came pretty natural, like, alright, I understand, you know what I mean? Like, it just, because you were just like that little kid, like, I don't know, there was something about you.
Yeah, bro.
That's funny, man. Hey, man, I gotta ask you, bro, you had, I looked on your MySpace, and you had, like, 30,000 hits, like, on each of your damn tracks. Like, this was, like, a while ago, I think I looked at it a year ago, and I was like, okay, now, I was asking Dante, like, hey, how do you do that? And he wouldn't give me an answer, and he didn't know or didn't give me an answer. So I want to know from you, what'd you do, man? What'd you do as a marketing strategy? Like, how'd you put yourself out there to have that many hits pretty quickly?
Yeah, I mean, pretty much it's like, what's it called? When I first started doing it, one of a DJ from like San Jose State, he picked it up. He seen one of like my songs, and he started to just play it on the radio station locally over here. And it was like 90.5 FM or something like that, and they just kept picking it up. And then from there, like, all the promoters that listened to that station started to, like, you know what I mean, listen to my stuff, and they started asking me to do shows from, like, the Avalon and everywhere in downtown San Jose, pretty much. And yeah, man, and I literally have a street team that goes out there every other week and just floods downtown with, like, posters and everything.
Nice,
so, like, everything is like, all online, you know what I mean, just all kind of grows, like, you know, like everything from Google to message boards, and then my name actually got big from the Magic Convention when, like, you know, people started hating on like my jewelry and all that stuff, you know.
Right.
And you know, I had like a video online, and all the bloggers and everyone started talking about me, but I was tripping anyways because, you know what I'm saying, he's just getting my name out everywhere, you feel me?
Definitely. Hey, what's the URL on that? On that? Is it still up, the video?
But which one?
The video you just talked about, is that still up?
Yeah, it's on YouTube right now. It's on YouTube. If you go to YouTube and type in Young Rizzo.
Okay.
It's highlight video.
Okay. So, I mean, reading up on you, basically what, you started doing this in high school, and then it kind of went from there. Why'd you, I mean, I know it was pretty natural for me, like, you know, knowing you since you were pretty young, that you kind of got into this, but what was it for you that kind of grasped your attention and made you want to do this?
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying, pretty much everything, like, when it came along, you know, like in high school, you know, freestyling and then doing like a little talent shows. When like I started to record music, like original music, like it just came so fluidly, and then like it just felt like it was right, you know. Everything just like just came to my head, and like it wasn't even hard for me to write or just to think of things off the top of my head. So I kind of just knew like this is what I wanted to do, you know.
So let me tell you something. I mean, that I kind of come across a lot just because of the genre we deal with and the music that we do on the station. Is that basically, you know, a lot of people are from, you know, different cultures or backgrounds that are not necessarily the stereotypical, you know, quote-unquote American. So, and I know you kind of experienced that and you kind of came here from a different country. How was it for you and your family adjusting? And how does that, you know, kind of play into what you do now?
I mean, it actually influences me now, you know what I'm saying? Like how they came here and, you know, had to work everything from ground up, like, you know, other cultural families who ain't from, you know, America. And, you know what I mean, like, to me, it's like I started from the bottom of the music, from music ground, and it just influences me as a person, because, you know, I feel like I got to grind up like them, but then do it musically, you know, out over here in this world. So it's like a big influence, you know, just the way that they just, you know, worked everything from ground up and, you know, themselves, and it's like feeling like, you know, a lot of people, you know what I mean, have dreams, but I feel like this is part of my dream, and I feel like I can do it too, you know, if they can do what they did, you know.
Good, man. That's a real honest answer, man. That's really good to hear that. How is it working with Mr. Fab and some of the other artists you've been working with?
Oh man, it's good. You know, they're really like wise, you know, humble people. You know, and like they school you on things, like from like letting you know how the game is, and like how like never let go of your dream. You know, just keep pushing everything from the ground up. You know, just everything's gonna work out as long as you just really keep pushing forward and you really want it. You know, so they give you that drive. You just never give up.
Who do you have in your CD player, man?
What's that?
Like when you're driving around, who do you like? What's in your CD player, or like, you know, your MP3, or, you know, on your XM radio dial or whatever you listen to? Or better be DLX, damn it.
Oh, you already know, yeah, DLX for sure, man. But what's it called? I mean, when it's just, you know, CD players, I literally listen to, like, you know, everyone from, like, it could be like a hood artist from like 50 Cent to like a backpacker like Wale. So, you know what I mean? It's just very like all well-rounded and all around, you know. So,
you remember
from Jay to Nas to, you know, Snoop to anyone, you know, literally.
You remember the first, you know, album that you bought or single that you bought? Because I remember, you know, the first, like, I'm a little bit older, so I remember buying like a tape. Like, I remember exactly the single tape that I bought is the first, like, hip-hop tape that I bought. What was it that, you know, was there one that you got? I don't know, you might be young enough to where you only had to buy an MP3 on your iPod, I don't know.
Yeah, no, actually, I do remember when there was tapes, too, because we used to go back, you know what I mean, in the malls and, you know, try to, you know, do what we got to do to get them, whether we couldn't buy them or not, you know what I mean? But, yeah, there were tapes, cassette tapes, you know. I remember I copped like, it was like Bone Thugs and Harmony, one of the older albums. I forget what was the name of it, but that was one of the first things I ever bought, you know.
Oh, okay. What was it about Bone Thugs and Harmony that got your attention?
Man, I mean, you know, the way they style rapping was just like different than everyone else's when they came out, you know. It was like their voices was different, and like the way they delivered the words and lyrics just made it more unique than everyone else, you know.
Anyone else that influenced you? I mean, do you think they influenced you a lot, or is there another artist that really influenced you?
I mean, like myself, I'm like a versatile artist, you know what I mean? Like, so, like I said, I listen to so many people, but I wouldn't really be able to pinpoint one person other than, you know, like maybe Tupac, because he's like that one where like a lot of people, you know, could relate to him. So I try to make my music relatable at the same time, you know. So he'd be like that main guy, but of course, you know, like I'm influenced from everyone, though, from Biggie to, you know, even like older rappers like Big L, you know, stuff like that.
Hey, who are some of the producers that you've been working with?
I mean, I get a lot of, I work with a lot of young producers, like random ones who aren't really out yet, but for right now, people I work with is the Eclectics, who produce for, you know, Spice One, you know, Jacka, Mr. Fab as well, you know, Chantel Cage, like some local artists, and, you know, they're like my main go-to producers right now, the Eclectics. They're actually working on my album that I'm going to release this year.
Are they from the Bay?
Yeah, they're from the Bay, San Jose.
Okay. I know you've been working on a new album, man. How's that going?
Oh man, it's crazy because like everything on the album is like what I mean. It's like live instruments and it's real musicians that actually come in and like whether they gotta play saxophone or whatever, like. So it's like a new experience for me actually because like I have to adjust to a certain type of beat that I'm not really used to doing. But since I'm a versatile artist, I'm able to adapt to it pretty easy.
So are you basically putting this like album together with like live musicians like in the studio?
Yeah, exactly. That's correct. Yeah.
Wow, that's nice, man. What do you have coming up?
Right now, I'm just really working on the album, trying to focus on everything. I haven't really been doing like a lot of shows. They wanted me back in Hawaii, but like I said, I'm working on the album. We'll probably plan to work on some shows probably within a month or so, and then just wherever whoever's promoting come and get me or whatever. But other than that, just the album, and it's gonna actually be an international release, so it's gonna be a good look for everything.
That's good, man. I know you're out in Hawaii doing a lot of shows, man. That must be a good time.
Yeah, that one's real fun, because like they show you like crazy love out there, you know what I mean, and like it's like the music is just different over there. Like they're really big on the reggae scene, and like the fact that they show me love with the hip hop out there, like it's just real crazy,
That's good, man. That's good. I know your dad personally, man. How does he personally feel about what you're doing and everything?
Oh man, like for my parents in general, man, it's crazy. Like they support it to the max. Like of course, at first, people was always like, parents like, who don't like, hip hop or, just don't feel like it's like good enough music like any other genre, they'd be like, why are you doing that? Or, like, why don't you go do something else or whatever. But like the fact that they've seen everything progress and, people want to actually, pay to come see you or fly you out, whatever, they feel like, yeah, go reach for it. You live in the dream right now, so that's what it is. Keep going for it.
That's good, man. That's good. Anything else that you kind of want to put out there, man?
The international album I'm working on, like the reason why I made it like an international album is because like kind of what you mentioned earlier, how the differences is from cultures coming to America and trying to live their life here, is that I'm trying to give back at the same time, so it's gonna actually release worldwide, like from Japan to Philippines, China, United States, Canada, everywhere, so we're working on distribution for it right now, but yeah, man, that's pretty much my intention and goals for this album. It's like really well-rounded. It's a genre type, it has it's actually very mixed with rock, pop, punk, a little bit of everything. They're like basically, the words a little like a new flavor of what I could bring to the table,
Yeah, man. I'm about to play "Let Go." Tell me about how that track came together, and how would you go ahead and introduce it?
Yeah, Let Go, man. That's that joint right there where like, sometimes, when you're younger, of course, you kind of do things that, that like, that, you probably shouldn't be doing, whether you're, out in the street hustling or whatever, sometimes, as you grow up, you gotta let things go and, just move on from that, That's kind of how that track came about, of course, the people out there, like who's on the blocks or whatever, sometimes they can't let go. They try to make music, but, they come right back because it's like they're married to the streets.
One more thing, man. You had the Final Bounce mixtape. I sounded good, man. I listened to it, and I'm actually gonna play some of that too.
Cool.
So, tell me a little bit about that.
Oh yeah. That one right there is like the mixtape. It kind of just comes like within, you know what I mean? Like it's like a whole nother person comes out of me because like I don't like write my mixtape track. So it's like how I feel at that certain time, or the mixtape is real crazy. Like it just comes off top of my mind, and I just spit like bars and bars, and that one is just it just expresses how I feel. So like whether people changing or how people like change the time, treat them differently.
Hey man, it was great talking to you. I look forward to seeing you in person, man, and get you out into Frisco and get you out here and get you out a show and let you do your thing. So
because you can have lose, DLX Radio, man, that's what it is.
Definitely, man. I feel that, man. Definitely gonna support you all the way through and make more moves in the future.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
All right, man. Thanks for hitting me up, man. I appreciate it.
All right,
take care, bro.
Let me tell y'all something. Yeah. It's been a long time coming, you always on my mind. First and last there, definition of a grind. Put money in my pocket when your boy was on recline. Sitting at the office thinking and I wonder why I should leave. To be real, can't do that in a breeze. What you do is so addicted. They're coming back from home, yeah, see how they addicted. Providing what they want, now they feeling so lifted. We make a good team, a hustler so gifted. Must I leave? I feel like I'm shifted. The fiend loses mind, that's a mama's heart ripping. Now, see, is that worth ripping? For some rims that you're tipping? Nah, nothing worth more than life, especially mine, so I'm gone. Could this really be my wife? So go on, go on. Yeah, I think of you, real. I think of you, I mean, y'all know what it is. Y'all get it. See, married to the streets, but let me redefine. It provided what I need and helped me get by. The latest fashion now, yeah, you the reason why. Leave my girl around 5, and my girl say why. I'm out here for the bread, why I gotta lie? If you don't trust me, you can find another guy. I'll always be up in this cold, talking that code. Packs on the road, a few K's what I'm told. Consequences are crazy, like a life getting sold. So I must reconsider how this prenups finna be. Leave the game, never thought this how it'd be. Invested in things that I'm flipping legally. Young Rizzo, a path of success, so go on and follow me. I want a life legit and leave her alone, but I can't forget that I'll never let go. Yeah. Y'all get it? No matter where you at, can't forget where it all came from.